Welcome to a brand new episode of the post game. I am your host, Davion, and I'm joined by my boy Oronde and
What's poppin'?
my boy Matt.
Was good.
And I think Elijah's gonna jump in here at one point soon. But how we doing, y'all?
I'm tired.
I'm all right. Getting ready for finals week. That's fun.
Ooh, yikes.
Yep.
Exactly. I know pretty good too, man. It's crazy, man. It's not even free agency yet. And we've already had so much fun happen in the course of like 24 hours. I think it's funny because like we said, or I know I said that like once Rodgers make up his decision, there's going to be like three more moves that are going to shock everybody. And I mean, let's get right into it, man. Like Aaron Rodgers signed a 4-year, $200 million contract with the uh with the Green Bay Packers.
We still don't have official contract details yet, so that could be so wrong.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but this is just what's been reported. With $153 million guaranteed, allegedly.
I just don't get where this money's coming from. That's
The
my own concern, but I mean, it is Rodgers, but he
the
deserves it.
Packers, while they're still making money moves, there's still only 50 million under the cap, well, above the cap. So they still have plenty of time to figure it out before the league year.
True. Okay.
But at one point, this is gonna tear their cap space like tear their cap space up, right? Like,
It's still gonna take a smaller cap hit than what he already has now, which is $46 million.
That's true.
geez.
But you also gotta pay Devontae.
Yeah.
Well, he got tagged, so
Well, you still have
Still,
to pay him.
you gotta give him a
I
contract.
mean he's yeah.
And I mean, what is the idea that they're gonna like have to pay some of the other guys that they have to keep that they want?
Exactly. Who they may have to cut like a big player
Or two.
or two, but I don't think they will because I feel like they can somehow figure it out with the cap situation unless Rodgers is very greedy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Also, I feel bad for Jordan Love.
Yeah.
I don't. He's
mean,
only what, like 23? Ain't none.
it was just a waste of a pick.
I
That doesn't
mean,
mean you should feel bad for him.
Well,
I mean,
okay,
where else could he really have succeeded when he got picked?
I mean that's true, but like, will he just be on the bench his whole career, or will he actually get traded and like go to a team where he could start? Like,
He could
who
be
knows?
traded, but I don't think he will. I think he just waits it out. Sits on a winning team, maybe get a ring if Rodgers actually does what he's supposed to be doing.
Okay,
I mean, how many years did Mahomes have? Is it
2,
one
or is it
or
1.5?
one and a half? It was one and a half.
one in yeah, basically.
And what about Rodgers? How long did he sit? 3 years?
I think it was
That's a good
2.
question.
I think it was 3 years. I think he sat for three behind Brett Favre. And so, I mean, if he's proven, Jordan Love to be a better him.
He sat 2 years as a backup.
Okay.
I mean, if he, oh, I just think it's a lot of money to be giving somebody at this point in his career where he showed you he hasn't done much for you. Well, no, okay, that's harsh. Where he showed you that he can't get it done in the playoffs. I mean, that's my only like problem with
Yeah.
that decision.
I think if he was smart, if he just did the Brady route where he took a pay cut and then had the Packers go out and get big names so
Yeah,
they can actually have a chance to win. But who knows what's going to happen?
Oh
I'm not saying
snap!
the Packers are going to be awful. They're still going to be good with Rodgers, but what will get them to that next level? Because it just seems like they're stuck every time.
I was just looking through his early part of career just to confirm what years he sat. He ran a 4.71 in the draft. I mean, in the combine.
who?
Aaron Rodgers.
That's not right.
Yeah,
He ran a 4.71.
No way. He's got wheels though.
He's got that old. He got the arms. That's what it is.
He got that old head speed.
He knows how to move his arms to make it look like he's going fast.
No, but it's 4.71. That's crazy.
He's faster than that, but I don't know, man. Like, going from Rodgers real quick, because we can talk about more than one topic. Russell Wilson traded to Denver Broncos for what? I think it was
2 first-rounders, 2
first, 2 seconds, Noah Fant, and
Drew Lock and Shelby Harris.
Shelby Harris, yeah.
That was just bizarre. I feel like both teams won this easily.
This is just a good trade for both teams. I don't see any problems with it.
Like Denver, yes, it is a lot they gave up, but they had to give that up for a player of his caliber, a arguably top 5 QB in the league. So, and people say Russ is washed, which just doesn't make sense to me because he's still playing at a high caliber. It's just injuries kind of screwed him last year. So Denver, hey, they're making a run for it, and I like it. That's the aggressiveness I like. So good for them.
Listen, I do like. There's a couple things I like about this trade. I do like that you got Russell out of Seattle because I think we all knew that either he was going to go or Pete Carroll was going to go. I also like the weapons that they have in Denver, and that defense was third. I mean, they were like third best in like points allowed last season. And that offense has just young weapons that he can easily find and put forth. I think they are a team to be afraid of, but that division, the AFC North, right? AFC North is so scary. I think it's funny. I haven't heard many people opinion about what does that mean for or DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett.
So Lockett, he has the more trade or pickup friendly deal.
Yeah.
Between the two of them. Because DK, I mean, I don't think DK's still on his rookie deal, is he?
No.
He shouldn't be. But for Lockett, for his remaining contract for 2023 or whatever, that's only, I think it's $9 million with a $3 million signing bonus.
That's pretty good.
So his yearly cash would be $9 million and then 16 and then 16 for the rest of his contract. So if someone picks him up, that's real money saving for a really good talent.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He was still a top receiver in the league over the past 3 years.
DK's on the last year of his rookie deal.
Yeah. He could leave.
Okay. $4 million.
Or they could trade him.
I think.
Oh, he did get a performance bonus for his stats.
I mean,
they probably would trade him.
I'm gonna say if Seattle's rebuilding right now, you trade him and you get 2 first rounds or a first and a second at least.
They're not getting that much.
You don't think? Not for DK?
Not 2 first rounders. Maybe 1 first.
I think
but them picking up, even though they made room, getting rid of Wilson, they still have to pick up Noah Fant's $13 million salary.
That's true.
Because he got paid 5 years, $66 million.
So what? Seattle's at $51 million right now. Okay.
Correct.
So
they're third.
Does Seattle have to pay any of Russell's contract, or is it all towards Denver?
Let me look because I have it right here. So Russell Wilson brings along a 2-year, $51 million contract, including a cap and cash hits of $24 million for 2022 and $27 for 2023. And he's owed a $5 million roster bonus on March 20th. So I think it's a restructure that's going to come, but they have to absorb that money, which is only second to when the Colts absorbed Carl Wentz's $33 million.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's interesting.
on the what Seattle received, they pick up Locks 1 year, just under $2 million. Fance 2.2 non-guaranteed money with 6.5 an option for 2023. So on the tail end of his contract. And Shelby Harris's 2 year, $17 million contract. So with the cap hit of 8 for this year, 9 for next year. And he was already paid 5. So
Okay. That's interesting.
So Seattle saved 11 million by sending him. I think that's all that they saved.
How much?
$11
Only
million.
11 mil? Really?
Yeah, because it's still a heavy cap, but the Broncos pick up the rest of the money.
Okay.
I mean, but
So it's 37 million to start with, and then 26 million that they got, or basically that they took a hit for.
Okay.
So they save 11.
Well, I don't really think they I mean, like the cap was a little big point of them moving him. I think he wanted to move, and I think they realized
that was just an added bonus of moving him.
But I think it was they just realized it was time for everyone to move on from the situation. Whether that's Pete Carroll moving on now, while they look into the future, or not. I mean, because they have the 9th pick of the draft.
Yep.
Yes.
Is that quarterback or is that what is that?
I think they could get a QB. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Pick it. I don't know. Also, going back to Denver, the hopes that other first and second round pick for next year is a mid pick. That's what you pray for Denver, that they're actually good and they're not like terrible. So, but yeah, Seattle at 9. I think QB is a really good option. O-line's a really good option. They need a lot, so because they don't have any picks.
It's deep, like rebuilding phase for Seattle. And I think
they're just starting it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think they realized, like, after this season, they realized, okay, then now we've been through Legion of Boom, we've been through Russell Wilson. I think it's time for us to take a step back and realize what it's time to start over. I mean, sticking with Seattle real quick, they also released Bobby Wagner yesterday.
That was a shock.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. But when they rebuild in phases, I mean, I think with teams it's hard to fully commit to it, and I think they are really committed to it. Another trade that went down yesterday, or actually today, I think Carson Wentz traded to the Washington Commanders for a second and a third.
No, it's 2 third-rounders, but if he meets his incentives, one of the thirds goes to a second.
Okay.
So it's basically the same thing as the trade with Philly, except going from a second to a first, it'd be a third to a second. Okay. So I think he has to play 70% of his snaps. Same thing. So I don't know what Washington is doing.
I mean, and they're paying his entire contract.
Yep, they're
$28 million. Is going on their cap.
Oh, it must be something they like, I guess. I don't know what it is.
Now, I will say this. Wentz was not horrible last year. I just think he
doesn't have to play hero ball.
I think towards the end of this season is when he played terrible, and just the Colts in general did not play well. Like, the whole team just kind of collapsed at the end, which stinks. But yes, Wentz is not like an amazing QB. He's like a mid-tier QB, which I guess with Washington's standpoint, maybe they think they're kind of like the Niners, where they don't need like an insane QB and they have like a great defense. So they think they could like be good that way, but I don't know.
So with the money that the Commanders have, they drop significantly in
Yeah.
the charts to 24th with $2.8 million in cap space. Wentz's deal immediately puts them at 13% of their cap.
Good Lord.
So
That's so bad.
so is this like a button up for Jimmy G going to the Colts?
If
I
Jimmy
could
G
see
goes to the
that.
Colts, this is another tenure for a Patriot-owned quarterback to start for Indianapolis after
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett. And
Yeah.
I find that hilarious.
The problem is with the QBs left, so there's maybe like, was there like 3 maybe? 4?
We still can't forget Gardner Minshew either. He's flying under the radar as well.
So like you basically have Watson, Garoppolo, Minshew. Would you say Derek Carr or no?
No.
No,
Trubisky as well. I saw the Giants.
Trubisky and
Trubisky.
Mariota.
And Winston. Let's say
Mariota.
those guys. Yeah, I've heard Marcus Mariota pop up a couple
I
times.
don't think Winston's going anywhere. I'm gonna be honest.
You don't think Winston will go anywhere?
No, I don't.
Okay. So, legitimately, maybe like 4 to 5 teams could go after one of those guys. If not, then they're just going to draft.
Ooh. I was looking at the free agents. Commanders still have to re-sign J.D. McKissick, their other running back.
Yeah.
Cam Sims, who is a good like third string wide receiver for them. Ryan Fitzpatrick's 1-year deal is up,
Oh, whatever.
and their guard Brandon Scherf, who's coming off of $18 million.
He's gonna hit the free agency. I don't think they were gonna.
Yeah, he was on a one-year $18 million deal.
Okay.
Oh, because he got franchise. He was franchise tagged last year. That makes more sense.
Why? Why franchise tag him when they're just not even let him come back? Unless they give him some weird contract, but I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know.
Well, good luck, Carson Wentz. Have fun in Washington.
Yeah. I mean, they have weapons up in Washington. That
They do. They're not a horrible team. Again, they're just a QB away from being a playoff team, I think.
and a
But is
consistent
Carson Wentz
consistent
really the answer?
defense away as well.
Yep. Mhm.
Their defense stay consistent in what they do, then they'll be fine.
So in Chicago, Andy Dalton's contract is up.
No one's signing
Houston,
him.
Tyrod Taylor's up.
No one's signing him.
I'm sure Jameis Winston will be re-signed. Miami will more than likely re-sign Jacoby Brissett.
Whoa.
Yep.
I don't know about that.
Why not? Why wouldn't they?
I don't want Jameis.
He didn't do bad though.
I'm over it.
He started well and then got hurt. What do you want from him?
Yo, who he's not gonna come back perfect from his AC.
I don't want to hear you complaining right now. Teddy B for
complaining.
Teddy B for
What? Okay, so would you? How about this? What if the Saints got Bridgewater again?
I'm not mad about it.
Teddy Two Gloves can come back. He only had a $4.5 million deal for last season, which is $1 million cheaper than Jameis Winston.
I mean,
Marcus Mariota was on a $3 million deal. Joe Flacco's deal is up in New York. Oh, I'm sorry, New Jersey. Yeah, I don't really know. I wonder if Atlanta will get rid of one of their 3 quarterbacks. So this is ridiculous up there.
Well, all 3 of them are trash.
Down there. This one is AJ McCarron. His deal is
All
up.
3 of them are trash.
They are.
Oh, New Orleans still has Trevor Siemian too.
Yeah.
No.
He was on a veteran minimum, if you want to call him a veteran.
Saints have 3 of the top. Wait, no, not 3. 2 of the top 5 free agents right now. It's just so devastating.
What else? What else I was about to say? There's rumors that Brian Hoyer might leave New England. I don't really understand why he's even being mentioned at all.
There.
That's what I'm saying. Back up
Oh.
somebody.
I wanted to go back to the Washington-Denver thing. Apparently, Washington offered 3 first-rounders to Denver, and they didn't take it
For
Russ. Or sorry, they offered 3 first-round picks for Russ to Seattle.
Oh yeah,
Seattle
because
didn't do it
Russ.
because
No,
of-
Russ didn't want to go to.
Yeah.
Russ was only wanting to go to Denver.
yeah, it was Russ's decision, not the team's.
He had the no trade clause, so it was all up to
Oh,
Russ.
okay. Never mind then.
It's funny though. That's a lot to be like, eh.
Still,
I wonder if Kansas City's backup will re-sign again. Chad Henne.
He should. I mean, if he knows,
He's pretty good for a backup.
Yeah, I guess. But just some simple signs that's happened in the past couple of days. Mike Williams signed a 3-year deal, $60 million, $40 million guaranteed receiver for the Chargers. That's a big contract.
that's a good signing. That's a good re-signing.
Mike Gesicki, franchise tag for the Dolphins. Dalton Schultz, franchise tag for Dallas.
Cam Robinson, lineman for Jaguars.
Yeah, Chris Godwin, franchise tags as well.
They're still working on a long-term deal for him.
Yeah. Well, they just don't really feel out what's actually going to happen, like what's going on.
I just looked at something interesting though, because I was going through all the contracts and stuff, and I realized guaranteed money. Then I want to see who had the most guaranteed money, and would any of you like to take a guess as to who it is?
What team is he on?
That will give it away.
What AFC?
It's a quarterback. It's a quarterback.
Is it Mahomes?
It is not Mahomes.
No, it's probably Carson Wentz.
Nope, it's not Wentz either.
AFC or NFC?
AFC.
I don't know.
In fact, 3 of the top 5 is AFC.
Quarterback AFC.
Tannehill?
No.
Lamar?
No.
It's not Herbert. It's not Burrow.
Nope. They haven't gotten paid yet.
Haven't gotten paid.
Derek Carr?
Nope. He's not even in the top 10. Nope.
What in the world?
You're missing like one.
Tua?
No.
Oh,
It's a northern team. Come on, y'all.
Matt Jones.
Allen.
No
Huh?
way it's Mac Jones.
No.
Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I said.
Oh, well, yeah.
No, you didn't.
I said it before you said spoke.
He still has He has $150 million guaranteed on his contract.
Yeesh.
Well, he deserves it.
Yeah, he's on a six-year, $258 million deal.
Jeez.
How much?
6 years, 258.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Talking about that bag.
But the reason Mahomes doesn't take the cake because most of his is a rolling basis, so not a lot of it's guaranteed. It's only 141 that's guaranteed. I say only 141 of his $500 million contract.
I mean, but that's not terrible. I mean, it's like a
But guess who's in the top 5? Deshaun Watson and Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Yeah.
How
Because
much?
the Lions picked up the rest of his contract, which was 110 guaranteed out of 4 years, $134 million.
How many years he has left on that contract?
3. He'll be done in 2025 as an unrestricted free agent.
What?
Yeah.
How many years with that?
It's only $10 million of dead cap space at least.
Yeah.
After 2023. This year's is 30 million. They just literally have to absorb that. He gets paid 26 million a year to be dog water.
Like, I would love to know like what's gonna happen next week. Like, what else? Who's still gonna be moved? Free agency starts.
Watson's going to be moved depending on his legal situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is going to be a huge thing.
So, yeah, that
Huge this Friday.
If he's proven innocent, then
I don't think we'll get an innocent or guilty verdict yet because they could just settle out of court. But knowing what the court will say this Friday is going to be massive because it's both the prosecution and the defense testifying this Friday.
Yeah.
He's probably just he's just finally ready to get this thing over with.
We all are, and for just his sake.
Yeah. And for their sake, you know.
There's still a ton of factors though.
Yeah, there is.
Like they have to make sure he can't go to jail. Like that the money, like whatever team trades for him, like they can sacrifice the money if something does happen. Like stuff like that. So
I mean, if he gets like, I mean, there's only like really one team looking at him right now, right? And that's Carolina.
Yeah.
yeah, they're still the main ones.
And if no one else wants to trade for him, he's just gonna stay.
Probably, unless they don't
More
get a
than
good
likely.
offer.
You're gonna have to take your price down.
So I just peeped something else interesting because we're talking about money right now.
Love it.
Last season, who do y'all think whose players paid the most in fines?
Whose players?
Which team's players paid the most in fines?
What team is the most like rowdy?
I'm gonna say Seattle or the Saints.
The Saints were second
Dang.
Close.
at $1.3 million in fines.
Jesus Christ. So much money.
I don't know.
Number one, Denver, $1.64 million in
Denver?
fines.
Really?
Yeah.
They have a big fight or something last year?
I don't know. I'm about to look through this. Hold on.
Oh, I forgot one too. Amari Cooper was released from the Dallas Cowboys. Forgot about that.
Yeah, but that was a cap casualty.
Yeah, but like, where is he gonna go now?
Oh,
He's the number receiver in the league. Or
I see why. AJ Bouye was fined 1.5, basically 1.6 million for PEDs.
Mm.
There's only 4 other fines, and those were all under 40K. Jeez, that's terrible.
Oh well, speaking of like fines, we had a big one here. Not fine necessarily, but
Are you mentioning our boy Calvin Ridley?
yes, that's the one I was.
I understand. I get it. Like y'all want to set a precedent so players don't gamble, but why are players being held at a higher standard than Congress people?
Well, I agree with you on that statement wholeheartedly.
I will
Plus,
agree.
he wasn't even playing. I understand
Well,
if he was playing, it'd be worse, but he wasn't even playing.
well, they know it's because every year they get. I think the big reason why is because every year they get a piece of, like they get money from these gambling organizations.
Did they? Is that part of the CBA that they get a percentage from all the gambling money?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So
Yeah, they split half.
that changes my view a little bit, but at the same time, so what I heard, I don't know if I think this is guaranteed, but what I heard is that they have a partnership with a like a software company. So any sports bets that are on the books, like it goes through the system and it runs all NFL players' names. So as soon as a name that is like related to an NFL player, it goes through and is notified to the league. Then the league goes and investigates.
That's exactly what it was.
So Ridley was betting down in Florida. I think it was in Miami. He only at like $1,500 total. It was a 3-team, a 5-team, and an 8-team parlay. And then they didn't. I haven't seen anything on how much he won or lost, but still,
He lost $11 million.
Yeah. He'll make that back.
I hope so.
Who knows?
He'll make that back.
I do agree. He should not. I don't think he should be suspended for the whole year because there are way worse cases.
I think they should just fine him half his contract.
Interesting.
I think he's losing more, but I think they should have just fined him half his contract. I don't think he should have been suspended.
Well, I think
personally.
Well, also they've set a precedent with this in the past. I mean, everyone who's been caught.
The last one who got caught was some no name in 2019.
I know, but before that, there were other guys who's been like.
It was 1963.
No.
It was like the 80s, 90s.
It was like 90s and early 2000s, but I mean, it's still a precedent that this
regardless
is going to happen.
He shouldn't have gotten banned. I don't unless you're betting on yourself in game or prior to a game that you're about to play. I think you should be able to at least gamble in the off season. Either, I mean, not the off season, but when you're not playing, if you're not playing, if you're out for any reason.
Okay, I'm not saying this is the reason. Do you think one of the reasons they did this is because he said that he needed to take a mental awareness break, and then literally a week later he goes and does this game?
That was a legitimate thing, though. If I'd understand if it was illegitimate, but that was backed by the league. His time away was backed by the league and by the team doctors. So and I think the betting was a couple weeks after he left from the team, stepped away from the team as well. Like it wasn't immediately like he went straight down to Florida and started betting. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that has any effect on it. So I think it'd be worse if him stepping away from the team was illegitimate, but I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I know one of the parlays was for the Falcons. I'm not justifying the suspension or anything.
I think what was the rumor was he bet on the Falcons Jags game.
Yeah, and he bet on the Falcons to win.
He bet money line. He bet money line on that. I think he won that parlay.
Oh, well.
Because going from money line and betting on points is different. I'm not going to explain it to y'all because it's complicated.
Yeah. He made a dumb decision. That's going to have him sit out a year. So, I mean, until that happens, there's not really much that he can do about it. Do I think it's justified? He knows the rules. He should know better. That's all I'm going to say on this topic. I don't know. You got to be smarter than that, especially like in a professional NFL setting like that. You should know better.
Yeah.
But oh man, I'm looking at these franchise tag prices. Devontae's going to get about 20. Gascal's going to get about 20. Cam Robinson, the Jacksonville Jaguars left tackle is going to get about 16.7.
Patriots released Calvin Noy, which is just an unfortunate cap casualty for $5 million, and I'm honestly not okay with it. I'm not okay with it because we're already thin at linebacker. Unless we plan on drafting somebody, he should have stayed. I don't think he should have gone. I'm not okay with it.
How old is he? How old is he?
Cal's like 28.
Mm-hmm.
He might be older. But he's not like he's over like 32. He's 30. He's 30 years old. I don't think he should have been released.
I guess they're excited to start early. I guess when it comes to like
that's lame as hell.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but Dalton Schultz, Mike Gesicki, and David Njoku, 3 tight ends who all are going to get paid $10.9 million this season. Jesse Bates, safety for the Bengals, is going to get $12.9. I mean, franchise tag isn't the worst thing in the world, but surely doesn't give you sanity. Is what we have a week. This is crazy. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, next week will be interesting.
Even crazier than already.
Moves today. Tackle for the Jets got an extension. Jaguars signed an outside linebacker to an extension. Jonathan Ward signed a contract with Arizona. Jordan Hicks got released by Arizona, clearing $6.5 million in space. Tennessee re-signed their backup. They also paid a defensive tackle and a wide receiver. Matt Cano's coming back to New York. No, that's the tackle, not the kicker. I'm stupid. Carolina paid their kicker though. 2 years, $4.5 million.
4.5.
$4.5 million.
2 years. Whatever, it's a kicker.
Yeah. How much do they usually make? I feel like that's low.
Kickers usually it's between like 3 million and 20. It depends on how good you are.
3 million and 20?
No way you're getting 20 mil as a kicker.
That's a gap and a half.
Justin Tucker's getting 20. What do you mean?
Well, that's different.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on how good you are. Oh, wait. Kickers do make money. Hold on.
There's no way it's 20. Really?
The top 10 kickers: Justin Tucker, 20; Graham Gannell, 14; Daniel Carlson, 18; Kaimi Fairbairn, 17; Jason Sanders, 22; Mason Crosby, 13; Brandon McManus, 17; Chris Boswell, 16; Harrison Bucker, 20; Will Lutz, 20; Jake Elliott, 20;
We paid Will Lutz.
Ryan Suckup, 12; Jason Myers, 15.5; Robbie Gold, 7; Matt Prater, 6; Cairo Santos, 9, and he's not good. Greg the Leg, 7.5, and he's not good anymore.
That kid in Atlanta is gonna get paid. I don't want to say his name.
Absolutely.
Young
Yeah.
Young Wei Koo. He's only getting paid $920,000 right now.
Yeah, he's selling a
Evan McPherson's on a $3.8 million deal.
I'm in the wrong. What am I doing with my life?
Man, I should have been a kicker. I should have kept kicking. My knees are trash though.
Swimming. I heard swimming's good for the knees.
Damn it. Is there anything else?
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, before we go. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. Couple big trades.
Yeah, it's pretty light.
Pretty light. I mean, it was big trades, but nothing normal. I feel like this weekend, from Friday to like next Wednesday, will be very, very.
I think also Adam Schefter when he tweeted that Carson Wentz was what the rest of his contract was going to be with the Commanders, he said now it's Commander Carson.
Man, somebody in one of my group chats said the Generals have picked up Carson, and I lost it. I don't know. That's so disrespectful.
That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Hilarious. Commander Wentz coming in.
Oh, Commander Wentz. If he like comes in and puts on a show next season, one can dream.
If we get 2018 Wentz pre-injury, I'm gonna have fun. Am I still gonna call the football team the football team? Yeah, but still,
it's still the preference, right? But
I like football team more. I'm not gonna cap.
Really?
Yeah, it grew on me. I thought it was funny, and I still think it's funny. But it's a good team. Mandy's just kind of lame, if you ask me.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. You are a mess. Kind of lame, if you ask me.
Commanders are lame. Red Wolves were better.
This is true. I completely agree with that statement. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for listening. If y'all made it this far, next week's gonna be a very exciting week. I'm ready for it.
Because does free agency start Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
So a week from today. Okay. So probably mid podcast we'll be getting some big news.
Yeah, I think we'll go back to recording.
I'm going to keep Ian Rappaport's tweet notifications on.
Man, what a time! What a time!
One more retirement news. Ravens offensive tackle Alejandro Villanueva retired.
I did see that.
Whatever. He's old. Oh,
isn't that old? He only played 7 seasons.
Still, isn't he like 30 something?
I think he's 32.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
No, Andrew Whitworth is old.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, but he's actually like good.
And Alejandro is 33. He's came in undrafted in 2014.
One more question.
Yes.
I want y'all to give a bold take of what your team will sign or do in the free agency. Just like one bold player, or like, do you think they're going to sign someone, they're going to trade for someone, they're going to cut someone that's like going to surprise you? What do you think?
So Pats go after Amari Cooper.
That's your big one, that they'll get Amari Cooper?
Either that or they get rid of Jonnu Smith.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Okay. What about you, Davion?
I don't really have a bold one. I think Saints, creep until over the cap space. I think we probably go after a quarterback. And we're gonna draft. I think we go after a backup quarterback this season. I don't like when Winston. I don't. But I don't know. I really hope we get Trubisky just as a placeholder right now. Just until we figure out what we're gonna do for the next couple of seasons. I don't know, man. I have no idea.
Well, obviously, my bold take is we get Deshaun Watson.
It ain't looking too bold. It looks very accurate these days.
No, that's still bold.
Yeah.
That's my only one, though.
I don't know. I'm stressing. I don't know what we're gonna do at all. I'm not expecting. 6-11. Here we come. Well, I've been your host, Davion.
I'm Matt.
Oh, I'm Oronde.
This has been the post game. Peace.